Hi, so welcome to the stream today and Happy New Year to you guys as we continue with our discussion for the March 2023 examination. Now, our exam will be in March and I think July as well, and then November. Yeah, so March, July, and then November in that particular regard, as the new ICA schedule has been that way in that regard. So, starting from this year, the exam is no longer going to be April, August, and December, but it's going to be in March, July, and also December, November, not December. So, welcome everyone. I see some of you guys joining. You're welcome. Give me a thumbs up on the video, guys. Let me hear from you. How was your holidays? The results has also been released, and how did you perform? What's your plan for 2023? What's your take? Are you preparing for the March 2023 examination, or you are thinking of going to maybe July 2023? Let me know in the chat. Let me hear from you, whatever you think about it. Let me know what you want me to share my thought on basically as well. Then also subject combination. Maybe you have concerns about which subject you want to write, and you want to take my recommendation on which combination to go for. Let me hear also from you. I'll be willing to provide you with some assistance as well in that regard, so that you can prepare well for the examination at the end of the day. I see some chats coming in. Let's see if I can look at them real quick. David Jamfi said your mic is off. Okay, so previously it was just an audio or a clip that was playing. Nana Yelson said happy new year, Nhyira. Many happy returns, Nana. I hope that you are having a great time. uh Iliaza Ekofu said match Sisane. Yeah, that is the ICA decision, and I mean, it is what it is, you know. So the March exam is going to be from the date that is 13th to 17th, 2023. That's the third week in March, generally at the end of the day. So hopefully you're going to be able to prepare well for the exams and become successful at the end of the day. My recommendation is pretty simple. You have two options available, two options, and I want you to listen very carefully. Two options generally available. Option number one is that if you want to sit for the March 2023 examination, technically it means you have 9 weeks to go. 9 more weeks to go. Now, you have two options available. Option number one is that you have to sacrifice, dedicate yourself, study hard, spend a lot of time with your books, and sit for the exams to pass the exams. That's step number one, or option number one. Option number two is attend lectures, study, but don't sit for the exams in March. Prepare yourself and sit for the exam rather in July 2023. So that will be my recommendation at the end of the day in that particular case. So should you sit for the March 2023 examination? Yes, if you think you can work hard, you can prepare very well, then sit for it, because we have 9 weeks to go. Usually it would have been 12 weeks, unfortunately, but for the March exams, we have just 9 more weeks to go. It means hard work must come in, more schedules must come in, more dedication must come in at the end of the day. So the question then will be, are you willing to go the extra mile for the March exams? If you're not able to, or you will not be able to do it, then go for July. Go for July. For that reason, don't pile a lot of papers on you, especially if you are planning to sit for the March examination. Don't go for four papers if you're a busy person, you work, you are a family person, you have a lot of things on your plate. Don't try to do four papers. I mean, what would you get from doing that? Maybe do two papers, or maybe you have just one paper left in level two. You can do that so that you prepare yourself for July to take the level three papers at the end of the day. So probably the fewer the paper, the better your chances of passing the examination. Yes, I understand your resolution. Some of you have your 2023 New Year resolution that, hey, this year by fire, by thunder, you have to become a chartered accountant. Yeah, I feel you. I understand you. It's a good resolution to have. We love you for that resolution, but we have to be reasonable as well as people. Okay, because faith without common sense is foolishness at the end of the day in that particular case. So, in as much as you have a resolution that, hey, by fire, by thunder, this year you have to become a chartered accountant, we have to find out, are you really prepared for the exams? Do you have the capacity to study very well? Can you go to the exams and pass? Because you are not going to go into the exam hall with inshallah mindset. No, you cannot go to the exam hall with inshallah mindset. If you are going into the exam hall, you are going in there to write the exams and pass. And pass. So it's not inshallah by the grace of God. Yeah, the grace of God is good, but if you don't work hard, you're just deceiving yourself. So my recommendation generally it's going to be that check yourself well, look at your schedules very well. We have 9 weeks to go, only 9 weeks. Examine yourself very well. If it is 2 papers, go for it. Maybe you have only a paper left in level 2, do that and prepare for it in March. Go write it and pass the exams. If you have the capacity, then maybe do 2 papers. Then you go in there, write the exams, and pass the exams. Don't put yourself in the spot where you'll be having challenges where you have to work harder than required at the end of the day. So that is my recommendation for you. So you have 2 options available. Don't write the March examination. Don't write it. If you think you don't have a lot of time available and you think 9 weeks you cannot be ready, go to July. Then the second option is, definitely go to July. Attend lectures, definitely. Study, definitely. But then go to July at the end of the day. Yes, like I said, New Year resolution is great. But New Year resolution without hard work will lead to failure at the end of the day. So that will be my recommendation generally for you as we prepare ourselves for the examination and the change in the new syllabus generally at the end of the day. So I see some chats coming in. Let me hear from you guys. Let me know your subjects. The results have been released. What was your performance? What's your plan for 2023? What questions would you want me to share my thought on? Put it in the chat, put it in the comment section. Want to hear from you, want to share my thought with you on the things that you want me to share my thought with. So let me know. Let's see what we have. I had 50 in FM. I'm writing 2 in March, PSA and FR. Awesome, David. So make sure that you're going to work hard. 2 papers. I don't know. Probably you're a family person, or maybe you have a lot of work at your disposal. 9 weeks to go. I mean, hell is going to break loose, and if you work hard, PSA and FR, you can go through it very well. But you have to really work hard. You need to really, really work hard, David, to be able to pass the exam. Bright Jikunu said, Happy New Year, Nhyira. Many happy returns, Bright. Please, I will be writing FR and MA. Awesome. FR and MA, great. But remember, the workload is very tough because management accounting requires a lot of time, a lot of dedication. You know, the pass mark for the ICA, I've always told you this. If you're a follower of my work, I always say this. Last semester, I was telling you that, hey, whether I like it or not, about 70% of students are going to fail the exams. And that's the case. Because you see, like I say always, majority of you are going to wait 2 weeks to the exams, 1 week to the exams. That's where you start being serious. Majority of you will be waiting 3 days to the exam. That's where you pick your book, take some miserable leave from your workplace, and start studying. That is why many people fail the exams. Some of you will wait a week to the exams. You attend all manner of intervention classes. Intervention classes are not bad because they are for people who have been studying so that we push them a little bit, boom, then they go. But if you have not been studying, you are traveling, you are more than the president, and you are traveling, flying around, chilling around, doing a lot of things, and then 3 days to the exams, a week to the exams, you think you can attend an intervention class for 6 hours and go and pass the exams, I can guarantee you, you are smoking something. You are smoking something. So be mindful of this. I say this every semester. I say this always. Start studying right now. I don't care how busy you are. If you say, oh, Nhyira, I'm a busy person, I don't get time to study. So the only time I study is that when it is closer to the exams, then I take my leave. You see, you will give yourself emotional pressure because you take the leave Register for the exams, go to the exam hall and go and fail the exams. And you write and you fail, you write and you fail. And at a point, you will think that this thing, you are not cut out for it. Yes, I understand that there are some of you genuinely, you work hard, genuinely, you studied much, you studied hard, but you still went to the exam hall and you failed. That's okay. It's okay. You should go again. But majority of you, you are lazy. You are lazy. But my recommendation to you is this: the March exams, the time is short. So if you really you're going to sit for it, you have to start studying now. And you must have a timetable, which you are going to be working with generally at the end of the day. In case you don't know how to prepare your personal timetable for a 9-week course like that, you can check on our channel. We have a video on how to prepare a study plan. We're going to be sharing that video with you as well on our WhatsApp platform, as well as on our Telegram channel. You can get access to that video, watch it, and prepare a study plan. A study plan is different from a timetable. So you prepare a study plan for 9 weeks that will help you so you can pass the examination. Okay? You have to work hard. You have to work hard. So, Bright, you're going to do FM and FR and MA. Management accounting is, something on its own, but there is a way you have to study it. FR is something on its own, the accounting standards, but there is a way you have to study it. I tell people always, these subjects are not difficult. Management accounting, it's not difficult. Financial reporting, it's not difficult. Corporate reporting, it's not difficult. Why do I say that? Because there are fundamental principles. If you understand the fundamental principles, I can guarantee you, you will pass the exams with ease. You will pass the exams with ease. Why? Because there are fundamental principles. So it's not about, yo, I've studied, I'm not understanding. No, 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 no. You are not studying well. And even if I pick the book, I read, Nhyira, I don't understand anything. No. Yeah, because your brain is not wired well. And we have to unwire your brain and then guide you well. That is why I will suggest, please don't study on your own. Do not study on your own. Oh, sure, I don't have money to attend lectures. So you don't have money to attend lectures, but you are wearing weave on. You've done your nails. You chilled a lot in December. You don't have money to attend lectures, but you've bought a new shoe, or probably you've bought a new phone. This is your future. Invest in it. Don't be cheap. Don't be cheap. Okay, don't be cheap. Or somebody will say, oh, Nhyira, I attended lectures last semester. I didn't pass, so I will just, go over my notes like that. Don't do it. Do not do it. Because you see, if you're not part of any community, you are not part of any group of people, if you're not being held accountable, you are not doing assignment, you're not doing performance evaluation tests, nobody is holding you accountable, you may not be able to hold yourself accountable like that. Why? Because you'll be following your feelings. And nobody becomes successful by following their feelings. Your feelings will never direct you to study. It's only just once in a while. So attend lectures. Wherever you are comfortable with, there are a lot of tuition providers. Go. If it is face to face you want, get it. If it is online you want, get it. Make sure you attend the lectures. I'm not saying come to me, because probably you can read our terms and conditions on our website, and maybe you're not comfortable with attending lectures and studying under my mentorship. But be part of a community. There are a lot of tuition providers available. Go there. Make sure you are part of a community, and make sure that you are being taught in a manner that you will understand it. So attend lectures. Nhyira, I've written this paper 5 times. What should I do? Write it again. This time around, make sure that you study well and be part of a better tuition institution. Some of you have written some papers like 5 times, like 6 times, maybe like 3 times. You are trying to go to the 3rd one. Or maybe you've written it once, you fail, and you are trying to go again. What do? Go again. But this time around, change your attitude. Why? Because insanity is doing the same thing over and over again by expecting different results. So, what is it that is making you not to pass the exams? Analyze it and change it. Analyze it and change it. And like I said, there is a way management accounting must be studied. There is a way financial reporting must be studied. There is a way public sector must be studied. There is a way advanced audit and assurance must be studied. Strategic case study, there is a way you study it. There is a blueprint you have to follow in studying this subject. There are basic principles and concepts. If you fail to understand these basic principles and concepts, you cannot pass the exams. You cannot pass the exams. So that is my recommendation. Please attend the lectures for the March examination. I don't care how sharp you think you are. Like I say always, if we put 10 people in a room that, hey, study on your own for the ICA, the probability that someone will pass the exams is 1 over 10. It's 1 over 10 because some of you can't even Google search. Just come on Google search. You can't do it. It's not that you are dumb or you're stupid. It's just that you don't know how to do it. That's why you need someone to guide you. Are you getting it? Because you see, when you were younger and you were learning to speak, you were learning to do a lot of things, you didn't use your instincts and say, oh, I'm going to do it on my own. No, bro. You were taught. Why is it that now you think you can do it on your own? You cannot do it on your own. That is what I'm saying. Yeah, you were saying, sure, I don't have money. You have money. You have money. Go to the bank. The money that is sitting at the bank, earning zero interest rate, with higher inflation now over 50%, that money is wasting itself. Go and remove the money and put it in your ICA. That's an investment that cannot be taxed. And upgrade your skills as fast as possible. Become a chartered accountant and be successful. All right. So don't allow the money to sit in the bank. I mean, now these days, many of the investments, I mean, some people cannot even pay the money back. That's another story at the end of the day in that regard. But what I'm saying is this: attend lectures. Don't overpower yourself with a lot of subjects. The March exams is short, only 9 weeks to go. If you want to pass, you have two options: study hard, be committed, have a steady plan, or better still, just go to July and you'll be good. Okay, you'll be good. Any other questions, please? Let me hear from you in the chat. Let me know, what was your mark? Well, I mean, your results, how was it? What's your plan for March 2023, or I mean 2023 in general? What do you think we should do more on the channel? Now remember that this year we're going to be producing a lot of content, and we're already releasing a lot of content. So whichever platform you are on, just search for Nhyira Premium. You're going to be getting access to me because we are producing a lot of content this year on various subjects. Those of you on TikTok, you can follow me on TikTok. We are producing a lot of content on TikTok relating to various subject matter that will help you a lot. For those of you who do podcasts, any podcast streaming platform you are on, just search for Nhyira Premium. There are contents there. We are releasing content every day to help you. Those of you who are on LinkedIn, make sure you subscribe to my newsletter, because twice a week I'll be releasing content specifically for the ICA, ACCA, to help you to be able to pass the examination. Instagram, Facebook, we are there, so the content will be coming in. And YouTube here also, we're going to be releasing a lot of content. So make sure you stay connected, because this year we're going to be releasing a lot of content, and will assist you to be able to really pass the examination in that regard. Now, remember that if you're writing financial reporting and corporate reporting, we are going to be having an IFRS masterclass this year, generally at the beginning of the year, or possibly that will be 2 weeks into the exam. So we will announce the date next week, Tuesday, God willing, on the live stream, I think. So we'll be able to announce the date, and you can join our IFRS masterclass. We will be adding ethics to it, so that we will be treating the standards. Now, this is going to be a paid masterclass. You get access to the lecture videos, you get access to some ebooks and question kits so that you can study and understand the IFRS is very, very well. It's going to be a paid program, and so details of it will be communicated later on next week as we get excited about the spirit. Bright said, "Have a new year." I'm right. Okay, I've already taken that. Jeremy Giroux said, "Hello, Nhyira." Hello, Jeremy. Thank you for the support. I passed to the two I wrote in December, thankfully due to Focus Training Center in Takrade and your good self. Thank you. That's great to hear. That's great to hear. Like I say always, I mean, attending lectures never disappoints. All right. So once you attend lectures and you work hard, you'll be able to pass the exam. So Nanaya, congratulations. Really excited that your tuition center was able to really help you like that. How I wish we have half paper. Let's all pray it goes well for us. We have half paper. What do you mean by half paper? Eliaza, what do you mean by half paper? Like I said, yeah, we pray that it goes well generally, but you have to be reasonable with yourself. Like I say always, you have to be reasonable. So if you think you're not prepared, do something else. Go to April, go to July. Okay. God bless you. I passed FM in December. Oh, that's great to hear. Congratulations, Bright. It is nice to be under your mentorship. I aced both papers that I wrote. I am now left with three papers: CR, Advanced Tax, and Corporate Strategy. What would be your combination? Oh, corporate strategy. Do you mean strategic case study? I guess. I don't know what is corporate strategy. Do you mean strategic case study, Jeremy? CR and tax, you can take that. Yes, CR and tax, you can take that generally if you want to take two, because CR require a couple of work and tax is very interesting rating and calculation at the end of the day. So it could balance off. Corporate strategy or strategic case study will have a lot of reading to do. So if you want to go for two, then corporate reporting and advanced taxation will be a great combination in that regard. And then give me a moment. Good afternoon, boss. I believe the family is fine. Yep. I've been off for some time, just organizing my finances. Okay. All right. Organize. I pray that you'll be able to get the money so you can bounce back, because the money is very important generally at the end of the day. So you get the best generally. Ebenezer Kwesi Gani said, "Okay, great. All right, Ebenezer. I'm told the level 3 first time writing. I can't write a selection but must register all. So I'm organizing my finances." Okay, yeah, that's true. The level 3 papers, you have to register for all of them. But that doesn't mean you have to write all of them. So somebody, I think yesterday or so, 3 days today, I was having a chat with somebody, and the person was like, "Yo, Nhyira, if I'm gonna register for the papers, but I'm not gonna write it, that means I'm wasting my finance." And I'm like, "No, you're not wasting the finance technically, because if you say, okay, because of that, you write all the four, you'll be spreading your wings and the little strength you have on all the four papers, and you wouldn't be able to pay attention as much as is required to pass the papers. And if care is not taken, you're going to bomb all the four. So, yeah, it's like you are giving ICA free money. I don't know what the heck or why the heck that policy was introduced, though, but I think possibly going into the future, they will look at it, why people should register for all the four papers, even though they are not going to write all the four. Who does that? I don't know, though, but probably going into the future, they're going to change that, because it doesn't make sense in my mind to pay for a paper that I know I'm not going to write for it. I'm not going to sit for it, but because of a policy, that kind of thing. So yeah, the money you're gonna lose it, but ignore it. Register for all the four, but I will suggest that you take it two by two. Sorry, especially if you don't have if you have a lot of things on your plate. Maybe you're married. You have a busy work schedule. You have children. You have other responsibilities you have to take care of. Then going two by two will be the appropriate strategy, rather than loading everything. But if you're somebody who is not busy, you don't have a lot on your plate, then you can definitely prepare for all the four and ultimately pass the exams at the end of the day. Luther Mona said, let's see. I see some of you guys joining. You are welcome. Give us a thumbs up on the video. We want to get a lot of engagement on the video so YouTube can push the video so we can reach as many students as possible. Say, I learned level 3 first timers must attempt all 4 papers at a go. Is that the case? That is just, I just spoke about Luna. You are supposed to register for all the 4, but not necessarily write all the 4. Okay, the policy is you have to register for all the 4. But if you don't have the capacity, if you don't have the capacity to sit for all the 4, then certainly you are better off to write 2 at the end of the day. But for the exams, you have to register for all the 4. So for tuition and studying, probably you can go 2 by 2. Maybe you start with corporate reporting and advanced audit and assurance. That will be better. In at the end of the day, that is my recommendation. Like I say always, I mean, it's not about the money. When you register more papers, yes, I make more money, but it's not just about the money. At the end of the day, it's about your ability to be able to pass the exams generally. So if you pay for tuition for the 4 papers, but you don't have the capacity to learn all the 4 to go and pass the exams and you go and fail, that's not good. I mean, in my opinion, my mind and my conscience cannot be comfortable with that. So for tuition, you're better off to register for 2 papers, but for the exams, you register for the 4 because of the exams, and then prepare for these 2, and then go in there, ace the paper, and then take the other 2 in the next diet generally. So that is my recommendation, and someone else can have other views about it, but that's my recommendation. Happy New Year, Nhyira. Many happy returns. Amina Amasam. Is it gonna say, can I get a Telegram channel? It's the same as Nhyira Premium, so you can search on Telegram. It's the same as Nhyira Premium, just the name on this channel here. It's same there. Nhyira Premium. Worry, your boy Eric said, Nhyira, will you recommend a first timer in final part to take it in March? It's 9 weeks. My recommendation organically will be to write 2 papers. And it stands the same way. If you think you have the time to study, go for the 2 papers, commit and work extra hard, and go in there to pass the exams. If not, then you can decide to study all the 4 from now until July so that you can write it until June so you can write the exams in July. So it all depends on your capacity. Look at your own schedule. Look at the options available to you as an individual. Look at what is on your plate, the free time you have, the various how do we call it, your learning capacity, your absorption level, and also your memory capacity generally at the end of the day. Then you decide about that. I'll recommend that 2 papers as always, but now that the time is shorter, it means you have to work extra hard. If you can work extra hard, then you can go take the 2 papers. If not, then study all the 4 from now to June. Then you can write the paper in July, and you'll be good. You'll be good. So, your boy Eric, that's my recommendation. Prince J, who said, hi, hello, Prince. Thanks for joining us. Kinsley Nkrumah Marco said, I'm new. Kindly help me with a course combination for level 2. Okay, so for level 2, you can do financial reporting and public sector accounting and finance. That's a great combination to go with. Then management accounting and FM is also another combination that you can go with, or FM and tax. Okay, FM and tax is also another combination that you can go with. So PSA and FR, good combination. FM and tax, another good combination there. I don't know how many papers you have left in level 2 after your exemption. I don't know, Kingsley. So it depends on the number of papers you have, but then you can do PSA, FR, you can do FM and tax. I think possibly one of them will be exempted. I don't know. Yeah, I think possibly one of them you get an exemption in one of them, FM and tax. So I don't know which one you got an exemption in. So the one that you got an exemption in, then you can use it. You can add that one, the other one to MA, and write it in the second diet. So Kingsley, that's my recommendation. FRPSA, and then FM and tax. What you didn't get exemption for, you can add it to the MA, and then you write it in that regard, and you should be good. All right. Let's see. I see some of you guys joining. You are welcome. Give us a thumbs up on the video. comment in the chat box any questions you have for me. I want to hear from you guys. I watch your videos and it helped me pass the FR. Thanks. That is sorry. That is Momuni Ishaka. Isaka, I think so. Okay, Momuni, congratulations for passing the FR, and we thank God that the channel was able to be helpful with you. Maria Peterson said you are a great mentor. Thank you very much, Maria. You're making me emotional. Let's see, who else do we have here? Accurate Move GH said, Happy New Year, Nhyira. Any medicine for me to any medicine for me to pass tax? It is my only paper left. Last sitting, I went for a second world war, but I was defeated again. I'm now preparing for a third world war. Um, Medicine. Wow. I like the way you put it. Medicine. My recommendation, I don't know if you attended lectures, but you need to attend lectures. And also, maybe you can get my book on tax because it's going to help you. I don't know. Let's see if I can. Yeah. Okay. I don't have. It's rather there and I can't get it up, but you can get my book on tax. It's going to help you. My book on tax is very simplified, has questions relating to every topic. We take everything one after the other like that and explain. It's self-explanatory. So I'll recommend that you still study as though you are new to it. You see, this is what happens. Many a times, the reason why when you fail the paper for the second time, you write it again, you fail, you write it again, you fail, you write it again, you fail, is because after the first time, subconsciously, your brain, you tell your brain that, oh, this thing I know already. So I just have to do some shabu shabu work and I will be good. But that is where the failing starts. That is where the failing starts. So, yes, you have written it twice, you failed. My recommendation is that as you are preparing to go into it in March again, don't study on your own. And I want you to treat yourself as though you have not studied advanced taxation before, so that you can have a childish mind, an open mind for it. Because you see, many a time when you write a paper before and you're writing it again, there are many people who are like, yo, this thing I know already. This thing cry, I know already. But when you put a question down, they don't know anything. They don't know anything. So whoever, and then I know this is not only for Accurate Move GH. I don't know if that's your real name. I don't know. Many of you will be facing that or are facing that. Don't study on your own. Don't whisper to yourself and say, oh, I know this thing already. Oh, I had 44. Remaining only 6. So only 6. Charlie, I'm sure that this semester, I'll do something small. I think I'll do A, B, and C. That question that came on this topic, I couldn't answer it. So this time around, I'll learn that topic very well and I'll go. Please, if care is not taking, you will go and you fail again. You will go and you fail again. So have a childlike mind. Let me put it that way. Have a childlike mind, meaning be open minded. Pretend as though you've not studied this before. Okay. Then what I would suggest then is you attend lectures. And when you attend lectures, don't be like a master of the subject. Be like a child. Be like you've not studied this before. When you do that, you will be able to pass the exams. Someone shared something with me. Let me see if I can get it and share with you. We got a lot of messages like that, but let me share this one with you. The person said, Nhyira, good morning and hope you are well. Thank you very much for your guidelines on how to answer questions on management accounting for CA exams. It has helped me after sitting for management accounting for 4 sittings before joining your tuition center. Your mock exams change my mindset that I need to sit up again, including your assignments. By the grace and your guidelines, I have been able to pass the management accounting. Now, I want you to get that very well. It says your guidelines on how to answer questions on management accounting, your mock examination, and your assignment. So that is why I said there is a way you have to study. There is a way you have to answer questions. There are blueprints, or there is a blueprint for each of the subjects. And this is just one story that someone shared with me. So there is a blueprint available. This is somebody who has written it 4 times before joining our lectures last semester. And the great thing is that it changed his mindset, because you have to change. If your mindset doesn't change, you will go and fail the exam again, because your mindset has to change, so that you change your approach, you change your perspective, so that you approach the paper from with a different strategy. That is the only way you can pass the exams. Okay, that's the only way you can pass the examination. So Accurate GH, move GH, that's my medicine for you. Attend lectures, have a childlike mind, and go through the paper studiously. Okay, like you have not studied it before. You have to change your mindset, change your attitude. And that is why you have to be part of a community that will be holding you accountable. And that is why I said, I mean, you want to study under my mentorship? Yes, you can study. Our courses is 4:30 Ghana cedis. We are starting lectures on Saturday. We'll have our orientation session. It's 9 weeks, but we have designed our program, and it's going to be great for us to go through. But I'm going to demand a lot from you. You're going to do assignments. You will do performance evaluation test. You will do mock. I will hold you accountable, because this is not a bouncing castle that you can be jumping around. You got to be serious. So I will hold you accountable. And there are many people who join our institution, and after the second week, they leave. Yeah, because they can't fit into it. Because you don't do the assignments, you're not allowed to join the discussion of the assignments. You are allowed to join the class, the main class, but the discussion of the assignment, you can't join. And so some people, after 2 weeks, they drop out. It's your choice. I'm not here to have a lot of students and be excited about it. No, I'm here to hold people accountable. And these are the kind of stories that encourage me. Stories where people become successful because we give them the blueprints that they require, because we change their mindset and their attitude towards the exams, and they go in there and make themselves proud at the end of the day. All right. So you got to study, you got to attend lectures so that you can really pass the exams going into the future. Maria Peterson said, can I sit for financial management and performance management on one sitting? What is your recommendation? It's going to be a lot of work, but if you don't have a lot of things on your plate, Maria, then you can take it. Okay, if you don't have a lot of things on your plate, because financial management will require a lot of work, and performance management will also require a lot of work at the end of the day. So you can take it in one sitting, but it means you need to do extra work. You need to do extra work. Now, remember, if there are any questions you have that you want to reach us out later on, you can call or WhatsApp the number scrolling below the screen, 050-114-9296, 050-114-9296. The number is scrolling below the screen. You can see the scrollers or the scroller, whatever the heck. You'll be able to call us or WhatsApp us there. So, Maria, it's possible, but it means you have to work hard. Okay, it's possible, but it means you have to work hard. I don't know, maybe you are married, you are working, and you have a lot on your plate, then it may be challenging. But if you don't have a lot on your plate, you are free, you can study, spend some time by the book or with the book by yourself, then it will be great for you to go for it. Okay, Maria. Lillian Boatin said, let me say Boatin said, what? Please, what advice would you give to someone who has attended all classes in level 3, passed one and left with 3 more to go? Is it possible the person can still write the 3? Lillian, I don't understand your question well. Are you saying that you attended lectures for all the 3, you passed one, Sorry, all the 4 papers, you passed 1, 3 more to go. So you don't want to attend lectures and study on your own? Boatin, is that what you're saying? I don't know. Maybe give me some clarity, Boatin, quickly. Give me some clarity quickly, and let me help you. Okay, Lillian, if you are still on, let me hear from you as quick as possible so that I can provide you with some clarity on that quickly. Because if you are left with 3 more papers to go, sorry, in March, that'll be tough. You have to register for all the 3, but because you have studied it before, I would say attend lectures again. Nothing beats attending lectures. That one you have to know. Nothing beats attending lectures. And that is why you have to, attend a great tuition center. That's all. Okay, where you are going to be taught, where you are going to get access to lecture videos, where you are going to be guided well, where someone will hold you accountable. One of the great things that I have with my students here is, assignment discussion, especially when we're doing something like ratios, we are doing like something like PIFA analysis and other aspects. We bring people's scripts on screen on the call, and then I'll be reading people's English, and we will laugh at we'll be laughing together. Then we correct people, and some people would have to write an analysis like 3 times, 4 times, so that they will be able to perfect the act and go in there and pass the examination. Because grammar is a problem for many of you guys. Many of you, grammar is your problem. Aside grammar, like, you have a problem with reading the question and even interpreting the question. So we have to deal with grammar, baptize you with grammar, deal with the grammar challenges. Then we need to then come to how you read the question and answer the question. How you read the question and answer the question. That is why you need a blueprint. You need a blueprint for, okay, management accounting, this is what you do. Financial management, this is what you do. Taxation, this is what you do. Corporate reporting, this is what you do. When you see this, this is what it means. The examiner will say this, do this. This is how you write this. This is how you answer this. These are the trigger words that you have to be aware of. That is what you need. So definitely, I would recommend that you attend lectures again and then sit for the 3 in March. It will be possible if because you have attended lectures already for it last semester. Now it will be more revision as well as hitting on the areas that you have challenges with. So yes, you can sit for it coming in April, generally coming in March, generally in my opinion, but you have to work harder to be able to reach there. Any other questions, please put it on the chat. I see some of you guys joining. AG Professional Services. Hi, sir. I will be sitting for the upcoming March exams. What is the perfect 2 combination part 2 courses? Corporate financial reporting and public sector accounting. Financial reporting, public sector accounting. The reason is that there are a lot of things that are common there. Conceptual framework for general purpose financial statement is in public sector, it's in financial reporting. You're going to have the standards, the IFRSs and IASs. They are similar to the IPSAS. So there is a lot of similarities there generally at the end of the day. Then we're going to have ratios as well. We have ratios in FR, ratios in PSA. Even though the ideas are different, we are going to be having how we write it out and the interpretation out coming in. So PSA and FR will be a good thing for you to go for in that regard. Ayotha Mona said, please, your thoughts on combination of okay, that's good. But my take is, have you already written corporate reporting? Because it will be good to write audits and corporate reporting together. Advanced auditing and corporate reporting together. It will be good. The reason is that a lot of the things that are in corporate reporting will be applicable in advanced audit and assurance, like ethics. It's an advanced audit and assurance. The standards that you learn in corporate reporting, the standards are going to be applicable in advanced audit and assurance as well. Because advanced audit and assurance, you're going to be having audit procedures. And if you're dealing with audit procedures, audit evidence, accounting standards are going to be coming in. So corporate reporting and advanced audit and assurance will be a better combination in the level 3. But if you're already rating the corporate reporting, then you are okay. But if you have not written it, then it will be better for you to do PSA, corporate reporting, and um, advanced audit and assurance. Okay, Mona, let me know if that is okay for you. Please, do you have a book on advanced audit and assurance? Yes, we do. I think that is reachable here. I think I have that even here. This is it. We do have a book on that. So it's available. You can send a message on WhatsApp on the number. You can get a copy of it in that regard. We have a book. We have a book on financial management, financial reporting, public sector, taxation. Strategic case study is coming out by 15th of this month. My notebook on strategic case study is going to be really helpful, self-explanatory to help you to be able to understand all the key models and the concepts relating to case study generally. Sorry, to help you to pass the examination. So yes, we have audits available. It's 140 cedis. Kingsley said, okay, thanks. Okay. Nana Umbra said, how much are you charging for final papers? It's 430 Ghana cedis per paper across all levels. That's thing. So you can send a message on WhatsApp on the number and you'll be assisted in that regard. Prince Jehu said, Inshura, what happens if you are not able to complete the exams before the 10 years expiry? Or you can just re-register again and no problem. It doesn't mean they will remove your name and say, hey, you can't chatter. No. I mean, you just do a re-registration. You have another 5 years extension, I think so, to be able to finish it up generally. But hey, why would you take 10 years? I don't know, but I think now you can even do it in 1 year. 1 year. That is if you are not having other things coming in. Ensure I'm a victim of that. Okay, so deal with the issue. Bright said FR and MA. Okay, that's good. Kinsley said, can one pay to join your mock even if one doesn't join your classes? Unfortunately, no, Kinsley, because our program is together and our executive revision master class, all our classes, outsiders don't join. Are you getting it? So when you pay 430 Ghana cedis, that gives you access to the lecture videos on the portal, accessible every time. One, you'll be able to join our live Zoom sessions. Two, that is for the main class. Three, we have a weekend session that is going to be coming on, our executive weekend session, solving questions. You're going to join that. Four, you're going to be having to join our mock examination and executive revision master class. You're going to join that as well. Then you're going to get access to also live questions on the portal. So it's a whole package. So that is why I don't do intervention class. We don't do intervention class here. Our executive revision master class, we spend the time with our students and assisting them, going over the things, doing our mock, discussing the mock, and then we let them go. So you will not be able to join our class at any time and paying anything below the 430. So if you want the whole package and be part of the whole thing, then you pay the 430 and be part of the package like that. Because I don't do intervention, so you will not be able to, have access to any of our thing if you are not if you are not a registered student generally. Um, sorry, I don't know. My throat keep trying a lot. Hussein Ahmed said, good, Hussein. Lillian said, I would attend class, but I want to know if I should write in March. Lillian, that is not my take to, I say that everything depends on you. Are you getting it? Is it advisable to write in March? Yes, 9 weeks is a lot of time. But the question is, can you have time to study well for the exams? That's my question. Because if you wouldn't have time to study, because I understand that a lot of companies are doing auditing. Okay, they are doing auditing at the beginning of the year like this. They are doing auditing. So, or other things. So there are a lot of commitments in the first quarter of the year because a lot of financial statements will be released in April, May, thereabout. So by this time, people are doing auditing and all that. So if you don't have time to study, then go to June. Is it June? No, go to July. But if you think you can have time to study, so it's on you. I will not say do it or don't do it. I will say it is dependent on your assessment. It is dependent on your availability to study. If you're available to study hard and get the blueprints, fine. You will be prepared to write the exams. If not, probably it's not a good thing. Okay, so should you write or should you not write? Lillian, the onus lies on you. I mean, you are responsible for that. Don't put me there. You're responsible for that. So you decide. Okay? You decide. But I hope you understand what I said. So analyze yourself, look at your schedules, find out if you have time available, then you do it. If not, go to July. Okay. Like I said, I understand some of you have a lot of New Year resolution and all that. It's good, but you have to be reasonable as well. Okay. So you don't spend a lot of money. Thank you so much, Nhyira. You have really given me the medicine I'm looking for. God bless you. God bless you too. Thank you very much, sir. Always a pleasure. Kingsley said, okay, thanks. All right. Um, Ayota said, please say, are the Nhyira, please, are the courses on the study portal still accessible to students after the exams? No, our lectures, our enrollment expire after the exams. You can read about our terms and conditions on the website. So if you go to our website, nyhirapremium.com, or download the mobile application on the Google Play Store, the App Store, you'll be able to read our terms and condition, and you'll get the details of how our program and our courses generally runs. But enrollment expires after the exams. Enrollment expires after the exams. And if you want continuous access, you'll be paying a discounted amount. So you have a continuous access to the content if you want to study, or maybe you didn't pass and you are resitting for the paper. Are you okay? So Mona Iota, that is what you must understand there. Any other questions for me generally? Any other questions for me? Let's see. Do we have other questions available? All right. So, like I said, the ICA has changed the exams now, and I believe you've seen the communique. Examination fees have also been communicated and are available. Registration is 300 Ghana Cedi. Annual subscription 300 Ghana Cedi. Reactivation fee, maybe you've been on break, you are now coming in. You pay 540 Ghana Cedis for reactivation. Bride Jikuno said, you know, I'm destroying your name, oh, Bride. Sorry, okay. I'll buy you chocolate, okay? Please, when are we starting our lectures? We are starting lectures on Saturday. We have our orientation session coming in on Saturday. Lectures will be starting on Saturday, generally, in that regard. Exemption fee 468, level 1. Level 2 546. And then examination fee, level 1 is 260, level 2 is 455, and level 3 is 481. I believe that you have access to, these documents or these fees. So these are the new fees. Subscription 300, registration fee 300, reactivation fee if you've been on break and you're coming back 540 Ghana cedis, exemption fee 468. Some of you are going to pay exemption because you are coming in with a degree or MBA. You know, the guy people, the MBA people are the guy people. MBA in accounting and finance, MBA, yeah. They'll come and take a lot of exemptions, then they'll be struggling with corporate reporting in level 3. Shame on MBA people. So level 2 exemptions for 546 for a paper generally. So it means that if you're coming with an MBA, you're going to pay a lot of money to be able to write the exams. But if you're coming with a degree, you're going to get like maybe 6 exemptions. So you do the maths and you'll be able to do the payments generally. Then for the main exams, level 1, 260, level 2, 455, level 3, 481. And I think these are increments in the prices generally at the end of the day. So these are no prices for the ICA 2023 generally for the examination. So my final take, yes, 9 weeks to go, but my recommendation is for you to assess yourself and ask yourself, do I have the capacity to be able to do this on my own? To be able to do this generally, do I have the capacity to be able to do this? If you have the capacity to do it, go for it. Go for it. But if you want to write the exams in March, it means you have to go the extra mile. Because 12 weeks, not 9 weeks. So if you're going to go 9 weeks, it means you have to work harder. You have to work harder. And that is very, very important. Talifani Mulaz. Okay, let me stay with the first one. Talifani. I hope I got that right. I got that pronouncement right. Pronunciation right. I think so. Hi, sir. I sat I sat for MA 4 times and failed. Then tried attending lectures, but still I failed again. Can you please tell me where I'm getting it wrong? Okay. Now, um, I'm not laughing because of your challenge, okay? I'm just laughing because of, I mean, I just have to laugh because if I don't laugh, what should I do? I have to laugh some more. Um, what are you doing wrong? If you ask me that, can you tell me where I'm getting it wrong? Yeah, there are a number of factors going into that. Generally, Tafani, in my opinion, again, it means you're doing something wrong. What are you doing wrong? Possibly you're not studying well. You're not studying well because you need to be guided in a certain manner for management accounting. I don't know how to say it, but for because you're talking about management accounting, the management accounting paper, there is a way you have to learn it. Then when you are answering the management accounting questions, when you are reading the questions, there is a way you have to analyze the questions. And that will come as a result of practice by going through some assignments, going through performance evaluation tests, going through mock examinations with discussion. So, what are you doing wrong? It means you're doing something wrong. So, possibly, I don't know what exactly it is, but maybe we can digest into that a little bit going into the future, generally at the end of the day. So, you can send us a message on WhatsApp 0501149296. You can send us a message on WhatsApp. I could schedule a call with you, and then we will be able to um, have that in that regard. I will be able to have a discussion with you because some of these things are personalized issue. We have to go behind the scene and talk about a lot of issues, and then I can give you some blueprints or a blueprint on what you need to do generally in that particular case. Okay, so Talifani, send us a message on WhatsApp, or you can connect with me directly on Skype. Okay, Nhyira Premium on Skype. You can connect with me directly on Skype and you'll be able to get to me directly. If not, you can send us a message on WhatsApp. My assistant will schedule a call for you, and I will have you on a call, and I will be able to provide you with some assistance. Okay, I believe that you should be able to go in there and pass the exams if you are guided well. If you are guided well, just like the story I shared with you, I think your story is just like what was shared with me here. I mean, somebody writing the paper for 4 times and then now passing the exams. Someone writing it for 3 times. I had one lady like that. She has written the paper for 3 times, and she's like, "Nhyira, what is wrong with me?" I'm like, nothing is wrong with you. You just have to learn the thing the way it has to be learned. And she passed the exams this semester for management accounting again, and she was really excited about that as well. So I believe that there is a way the paper has to be studied, and there is a guideline that has to be given. So please schedule a call with me, send us a message on WhatsApp, or connect with me directly on Skype, and let me give you some guidelines. Okay, I will really be excited to have you on a call and discuss that with you. Abigail Asa said, Nhyira, Are there any two combination in level 2 that require a lot of reading rather than calculation? Require a lot of reading rather than calculation. Audit and assurance, I don't know. Maybe you're exempted from that. I don't know, Abigail. Maybe you're exempted from that. I don't know. But you can check that well. Audit and assurance is a reading paper generally, but aside audit and assurance, all of the papers are equally or evenly distributed. Because if you take PSA in the exam hall, you get a 20-mark calculation, which is the financial statement preparation. Then you get ratio analysis, calculation, and rating aspect as well. And then there are other calculations as well. So if you check it technically, we have 40-60. That is 60% reading, 40% calculation. If you come to management accounting, it's the same thing. There's a lot of reading there, there's calculation. If you come to FR, Bobo, the IFRS is a lot of reading, a lot of calculation. If you come to principles of taxation, a lot of reading, a lot of calculation. If you come to financial management, a lot of reading, a lot of calculation. So there is no two combination that will have a lot of reading than calculation generally, because they are evenly, 60-40, 35-65, that kind of thing. Abigail, are you getting it? That kind of thing. Evenly distributed. Evenly distributed. So that is what I would say there. Really, there are no subjects that have that particular scenario that you are describing. Okay. Tafani said, okay, sir, thank you very much. Always a pleasure, Tafani. All right. So any other questions, please put it in the chat for me. Uh, any other questions, put it in the chat. Like I told you, I mean, this year we're going to be releasing a lot of content. Tomorrow I'll be coming on the stream with you again. I'll be coming with you on the stream again tomorrow, because tomorrow I'm going to give you general guidelines on all the subjects. Okay, general guidelines. So you hit me with which paper you are preparing to write, then I'm going to give you a blueprint, a 9-week blueprint and guidelines on how you can study the papers and all that. So tomorrow same time, 4:30 p.m., I'll be coming your way. Make sure you make a day to join me, because it's going to be very important session, so that we will be able to take the subjects one after the other. Then I'm going to let you know what topics you got to focus on, how you got to study the topics generally, so you can increase your chances of ultimately passing the exams going into March 2023 for the exams at the end of the day. So tomorrow, 4:30 p.m. I wanted to say a.m. Can you imagine that? 4:30 a.m. People are sleeping in Shira. So 4:30 p.m. I'm gonna be coming your way. But remember to stay connected with me everywhere you can. Okay, if you're on TikTok, look for my profile, follow it. We're going to be sharing a lot of content there. If you're on Instagram, stay connected on Instagram. If you're on Facebook, stay connected. If you're on LinkedIn, make sure you subscribe to my newsletter, because I'll be releasing articles on various subjects, various topics, providing with key directions to be able to prepare well for the examination. Then podcast, audio lectures, audio contents are going to be released on all our podcast streaming platforms. So wherever you get your podcast, just search for Nhyira Premium. I'm going to be there some way, somehow, generally at the end of the day. So make sure you stay connected, because we're going to be having a lot of contents coming your way, so we can help you. Abigail said, thanks so much, always a pleasure. Isaac Ewa said, please chat me, okay, really need your help. Isaac Ewa, okay, yeah, send me a message on WhatsApp. Should be able to connect with you there. Isaac Ewa, I think that's Edwina, right? Okay. How can I check for ACCA exemptions? Oh, you have to go to the ACCA. You can call the ACCA office and inquire about it, or you can just register with the ACCA, and as you are doing the registration apply, you can apply for exemption if you qualify generally. So maybe you can call the ACCA office, seek clarity, or send them an email. Generally, go to accaglobal.com and you'll be able to get access to that generally. But I think you can call their local office, Samuel Adiyemo I don't know if you're in Nigeria, you can call their local office in Nigeria. They should be able to assist you, or something like that, and you can get your exemption. If not, to like, you can start a registration process after you pay for your registration and send all your certification and documents. You can apply for exemption, and if you qualify, they will reach out to you and tell you the subjects that you can be exempted for, maybe sometimes subject per subject basis, and then you'll be able to be guided at the end of the day. I have ICAN. Oh, okay. 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 If you have ICAN, it depends. I don't know the ICAN's like scope with the ACCA. So the best thing you can do is to call the ACCA local office, or like I said, start a registration process. After you pay your registration fee, you can submit your certificates, and then you apply for exemption. They will tell you the papers that you qualify for. It could be subject per subject basis, generally at the end of the day, depending on the scope of the syllabus and when you actually chatted, and you'll be able to get some exemptions at the end of the day. Okay, Samuel. Mona said, God bless you, sir. Amen. God bless you too, Mona. All right, so that's it about that generally, and I'll be wrapping up our discussion here, and I believe that we're going to be having a great time going into the future in the next 9 weeks. Hell is going to break loose on a lot of you. And what I would say is, it's a competition, but not a competition. What do I mean by that? Go at your own pace. Okay. Yeah, I know some of you are like, yo, I want to marry. So I want to chatter before I go and marry. I'll be traveling outside by the middle of this year. So I have to chatter before I go. Yeah, it's good. All those dreams, they are good. And may God bring them to pass. But you got to be reasonable. Okay? You got to be reasonable that if you want to do all that, you got to work hard. You got to work hard. So, two options, like I said earlier, if you want to write the March 2023 exams, you have to work extra hard. You have to work extra hard. Now, working extra hard means attending lectures. Working extra hard means preparing a study plan. Working extra hard means studying on your own. Some of you attend lectures and you close the book. That's all. That's all. That's all. You attend lectures, then you close the book. You put it down. Then next week, that is where you start opening your book. When we say it, you say, "Oh, Nhyira, you know, I'm busy. You know, Nhyira, the work, oh, Nhyira, the children, oh, Nhyira, my husband, oh, Nhyira, my wife, oh." Then stop the ICA. Stop the ICA and go and take care of your children. Go and take care of your work. And stop giving yourself emotional trauma. Because if you want to do this course as fast as possible and become a chartered accountant, then you have to sacrifice. What do you have to sacrifice? I don't know. You have to determine that. I don't know, but you have to determine that. So, all the excuses that you have been giving yourself in 2022, this is a new year. Eliminate those excuses. Oh, Nhyira, by the time I reach home, Nhyira, I'm tired of Nhyira. The assignment, I wasn't able to do it. Oh, Nhyira, 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 Nhyira. Then you go and fail. Nhyira, Nhyira, then you go and fail. Nhyira, Nhyira, then you go. Be serious. Like, sacrifice something. I don't know what you're going to sacrifice, but you got to sacrifice something. So this year, you have to change your attitude. You have to change your mindset. You have to change the way you do things. If you do that, you will become successful. If not, I don't know. I don't know. You're going to go into the exam and fail again. So change your attitude. Don't give those excuses. By the time I reach home, I'm tired of Nhyira, our work, Nhyira. I leave the office 9 p.m. By the time I get home, Nhyira, I'm tired. When I reach home, no, I sleep. I can't even wake up in the dawn to study, and I have to go back to work in the morning. Nhyira, it's not easy. Nhyira, I will take 2 weeks leave, and in that 2 weeks, Nhyira, I will study. Who are you deceiving? Yourself, not me, not ICA, yourself. Okay, yourself. So change your attitude this year. That's my recommendation. Really, really change your attitude this year. And I want you to be disciplined enough. So make sure you join me tomorrow on the live stream, 4:30 p.m. Because, like I said, tomorrow we'll be taking the subjects one after the other, and I'm going to give you blueprints on the topics, how to study the topics, and how to structure yourself out in the next 9 weeks, so you can prepare well for the exams and pass the exams. I in my opinion, it's easy. You can do it, but the workload is what you may not be able to do. Because if you're studying under my mentorship, for instance, you have assignments to do. You have a performance evaluation test, compulsory, you got to do it. Got a mock exam to write. If you don't write, you don't take part in the discussion. I don't care about you. If you say you will go to another school, you won't come to my school, you won't learn with us again. Au revoir, mes souhaits. Because if your attitude doesn't change, you go and fail the exams. Unless you change your attitude, you change your mindset, nothing better can happen in your life. So thank you very much for joining the stream today. I'm really excited for all of you guys, and I'm really looking forward to assisting you as we look at March 2023. My goal and my desire is that we'll be able to really work hard the spirit and prepare you for the examination and pass the exams. Finally, please make sure you attend lectures. Like I said, don't study on your own. If you have written the paper 5 times, 3 times, 4 times at one time, or this is your first time, attend the lectures. Yeah, maybe the time is not favorable. There are a lot of tuition centers available. Attend the lectures. And these tuition centers, there are great lecturers there. Make sure you be part of a community and be taught. And I'm not saying come and study with me. No, like I'm saying attend lectures. So look for a tuition center that you'll be comfortable with. Go there, be part of a community, be studious, and discipline yourself. Don't do this on your own. And buy books. Buy books. Invest in this thing. Don't use the money to buy a new iPhone and go and fail the exams. Invest. Buy books. Buy the ICA question kits. They are helpful. Okay? The ICA question kits. Buy them. Okay? They are helpful. Buy them. And study. You will pass the exams. Okay? You will pass the exam. So that is it about that. Thank you very much. And let's see if we can give some shout outs. Kobenan Ponsa, Eshon, Samuel, Ish, Abubakari, Nana Imbra, Kingsley, Amina, Richie Clay. Thank you very much, guys, for the thumbs up on Facebook. I really appreciate that. And thank you very much for joining me on the stream today. Tomorrow I will come your way 4:30 p.m. as we continue with the discussion. Continue to stay safe and keep on studying. But I'll see you tomorrow as we take the subject one after the other, give you the blueprint and the guidelines that you need in order for you to pass the examination. God bless you and stay safe. Bye-bye.